Hello everybody, welcome along to Sport Like It Is. So much rugby at the moment. Where do we start? World Cup on the horizon, Tri Nations would-be final this weekend, and the Springboks squad announcement. Guys, are we thin in any department?
Well, there was so much so many complaints about game plan, preparation, all that kind of stuff leading into it. But now that it's been announced, I think there's an air of confidence around. We know what's going to happen with the guys. We know we're capable of rolling anybody over. Sure, the game plan's, it's pretty basic, but I mean, the guys are there. The team we need is right there, so we can't go wrong from here.
The future, we're covered in every position.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we've got more than enough depth, more than enough talent. There are one or two people that were selected that maybe guys will look at and say, I don't really know, but let's be fair. Odwa Ndungane, one of the names that comes up most often in the conversations. But in fairness, I don't think he's going to play, I think he's going to have a great holiday in New Zealand, and I think that's going to be it.
It's a very fair point. All the guys are a little bit contentious on the decisions. They're not going to play anyway.
Yeah.
I see Jean de Villiers or Huon Aplon playing before.
Or even Francois Hougaard.
These guys are having a conversation amongst themselves. Guys, Peter de Villiers had an interesting press conference yesterday. The first time I've actually felt confident going forward that because the answers he was giving weren't cryptic. He said the most difficult part about his role is managing the players, making sure that their energy levels are kept in check. And I felt John Smith sitting next to him was the calming influence. Is that why he's there?
Well, confidence and Divvy, same sentence. That's probably the best you've had on this one.
Oxymoron.
Yeah, there was no conversation about pots and pans and the fire not being right. And, he was fairly straightforward. There was nothing cryptic about what he was saying. And I'm happy with the sort of confidence that he showed. I thought he was very confident. And I suppose a lot of that comes from Saturday's results.
He shut that freelance journalist down like the little fella he was.
I just want to know how that guy got in. It's just unbelievable. And how he didn't get bounced earlier.
Exactly. He questioned South Africa on transformation. Peter de Villiers said, the Springboks have transformed into the people's team. That was a fair point, and I thought quite a shrewd response.
Yeah, I think when he gets down to it, he actually is quite an astute guy in certain ways. When it comes to trying to, I think, appease the media or entertain people's opinions on things, he falls down. But it's got to the stage now where everything that needs to be done is done. And all we need to do now is just welcome Tessa and go to the World Cup. There isn't any more issues to worry about. The team is there. We know who we're going to play. We know what our challenges are. We can really move on now. And it'll probably be the last time we'll ever see Divvy in this sort of setting anyway, because come October, I think. Yes.
And now everybody's talking about Alistair Coetzee as well. He's got a lot of backing and support in possible role as a successor. So.
And of course, Wales are talking up their chances in a big way after they beat the Poms. My lads.
Ed, I think next week we'll get into the World Cup. Let's go to Tri Nations final though.
Of course.
This weekend, Australia and New Zealand. In Australia. So what do you reckon? I reckon Aussies might actually be in for a bit of an upset.
You think so? I think that the All Black scrum is too strong.
Yeah, there's that, but now it's the cohesion, which they need to get back into. Aussies kind of had it, and they are quite tight socially, those guys. But then,
except for James O'Connor, he seems to not want to turn up.
Yeah, but Aviva's a special character. But now, All Blacks have just lost to us here. If they lose one more time, the choke word is going to be used, no doubt about it. And it's in the back of their minds, throats, whatever you want to put it.
2 defeats going into a World Cup, they're not going to be bouncing. And that word momentum is going to be used in the same sentence as the C word. Of course, they're going to be in trouble again.
I think the importance of this weekend's game is, in terms of momentum going forward, it cannot be underestimated. I mean, if you get a win over one of these sides who are at reasonably close to full strength, I think they're going to take a lot of heart from that victory.
Yeah, for sure.
Predictions?
I'm going to go really stick my neck out here and say Aussies by 3.
In Brisbane, are you favouring them at home?
In Brisbane, Reds, that's where the Reds play, isn't it?
Is Cooper going to be able to take the pressure when he's kicking though? Because if they win by 3...
Then definitely, if it's in Brisbane, definitely by 3. That's the Reds' home ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Aussies by 3.
Future?
All Blacks 5 to 10. We'll hedge our bets a bit, but I think they'll take
I'll back him, not you this week, Bounce.
Fair enough, he's a much more intelligent
All
man
Blacks.
than I am.
All Blacks by 5 or 10 for Richard and I. Wallabies by 3 for Bounce here. We'll see you guys soon. What do you think?